Hello, I'm David from Eden Motor Group, and the IONIQ 6 has been revealed in a digital event very early this morning at 2:30 AM, and finally, specifications have been revealed. So, make sure to hit that like button, and let's get started on the specifications. The car is going to come with a 53 kilowatt-hour or 77.4 kilowatt-hour battery option. This is a good thing because the car is a lot more streamlined than the IONIQ 5, but uses the same technology, and we'll see later on exactly how much range increase that's going to give. But that's great news, as those electronic battery and those motor combinations are fantastic. There are two motor layout options as well: single rear-wheel drive or dual all-wheel drive. The all-wheel drive delivers a truly insane 605 Newton meters of torque. I'm pretty sure that you're going to be able to pull a bus with this thing, that's so much torque. What this is also going to mean is incredible acceleration, no doubt, and an amazing driving experience. They're also aiming for 380 miles of WLTP range on a single charge. This will also be helped by the IONIQ 6's streamlined design as well, which is actually around 80 more miles than the equivalent of the IONIQ 5. The performance though is going to be truly mind-boggling. A 0 to 60 time predicted of around 5.1 seconds to 60. This will be for the most powerful version, but if you've ever driven a powerful EV, you know what that's going to mean. Because of this, combined with a massive torque, it's going to have some truly impressive feats. These feats will also be the 30 to 60 and 50 to 70 miles an hour performance. That's where it's really going to shine, and it's going to be electric, pun intended. The speed and the response will be phenomenal. Because of the 400 and 800 volt platforms, this will allow for 350 kilowatt DC fast charging, which should mean a 10 to 80% in around 18 minutes. Vehicle to load charging also looks like it's going to be completely standard on the vehicle. Android Auto and Apple Carplay will obviously be included too. No word yet on whether it will be compatible with Apple's next generation of CarPlay that we saw a few weeks ago. And if you want to see that video to have a look at it, you've got to recommend it. You've got to see it. It's phenomenal. You can click the link in the top right hand corner now, or wait till the end of the video. It's going to be available in 12 different colors with 4 interior options and 18 or 20-inch alloy wheels, depending on which specifications and options you go from, which is good because variety is the spice of life. Up front though, we have two 12-inch screens that are connected by a single pane of glass. There's a separate control panel for heating and air conditioning as well. The steering wheel has a 2-spoke retro design. It has 4 LEDs as well in the center, showing off the charging when the vehicle is plugged in and when the driver uses voice control, and I imagine it will indicate some other things as well. But this is reminiscent of the IONIQ's 5 pixel design, and I really like the fact that they're now implementing it into their other cars, and hopefully more cars than that in the future as well. It's a really modern, clean design, suitable for modern houses and cities, and of course, obviously, wherever you go. The interior, as I've mentioned before in a previous video, has ambient LED lighting, but this is actually going to be used quite effectively in the car. For example, when you come up to a speed camera, the interior lights will glow red, indicating that you are approaching a fixed speed camera. Now, this goes beyond what most interior lighting does. It's actually got a very useful function. As well as aesthetics or calming you in the car, it can actually be now used to indicate certain things. I imagine it will be able to do other things as well. We just haven't heard of it yet, but this is an ingenious bit of design. The company has confirmed the frunk. Nothing that I can tell actually shows how much literage is in the frunk yet, but the back has said to be designed to fit at least 2 sets of golf clubs, which means nothing to me, but it certainly means when you go to the dump with your heavy green wastage, you know you're going to be able to fit a lot of those clippings in the boot, which is very useful, and maybe one in the front too, but we'll have to wait and get hold of the car to find out. And don't forget, as soon as we get hold of one, we'll be posting a video, so make sure you're subscribed for that. Subscribing is free. You can unsubscribe at any time. The car is obviously lower than the IONIQ 5, which means that it should handle better. Not that the IONIQ 5 didn't handle well. It was one of my favorite EVs I've ever driven, but because of that lower center of gravity and the streamlined look, it's certainly going to perform better. Even if it works on the same springs and the same tires and even the same wheels and the same platform layout, that lower center of gravity is going to make a big difference. But speaking of better handling, Hyundai have all but confirmed there's going to be an N version of this car. In a couple of days, there is Hyundai's N event, and I'm expecting to see the announcement there. I'll certainly create a video when it is shown, if it is shown, but it looks to be that they're teasing it on their Twitter, and a few other places have reported on it as well. So we can expect an N version, which I genuinely can't wait for. Finally, there is the price. Now, there is no official word on price yet, but it seems to be that they are aiming to take down the Model 3, which means that they're probably going to price it lower than that vehicle. In the UK, it works a little bit differently with the way that taxes and car imports and Brexit and all that sort of stuff work. So even though it's been announced in some other areas, it won't be an exact translation. So I'm going to wait and hold off until the speculation ends and we find out an exact UK price. If you have any questions or queries, just pop it in the comments section down below. Don't forget to hit that like button, as I said, and subscribe. Subscribing is free. You can unsubscribe at any time. In the meantime, check out, well, this video over here where we speak about Apple Carplay 2, essentially, or you can watch my original very first video I made on the channel, which is of the IONIQ 5 here. And I do apologize. Things have moved on. We're higher quality now, but there's that there if you want to watch it too. And we'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.